Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart!
City Council has declared today Kevin Hart Day.
You don't even know me. Showtime.
Our development with this was probably about 4 years.
Kevin, can you hear me?
What? Marcus, mix it, move it!
It's exciting to be doing things on a international level, baby.
This is a fucking dream come true, man. Damn, that was dope. Man! Okay, but I want you to understand that I wasn't always this way. I would honestly say I was an underachiever. I had no idea what I could become. See, you can't sleepwalk your way through your life. At some point, you gotta really realize that life isn't a video game, but you can gamify it. You got one life to live. You got the power to create a massive impact. So what is this class about? This class is about how I built my career, relationships, and life by using comedy and how you can too. It's about helping you figure out what your secret weapon to success is. How to use comedy as a tool for moving forward. See, you're probably asking yourself a few questions. Right now you're saying, well, why are you being so generous with all this information, Kevin? Huh? Why? What do I do then? Kevin, what if I'm not funny? Oh, I'm not funny. I don't know what to do. Listen, that's what I want to show you. I cracked the code on comedy. The concept behind that craft is very systematic. That same systematic approach is attached to everything. And I want to share that system with you. I'm Kevin Hart, and this is Masterclass.
Stepping on the door. Nice and quiet all around, please. All right, gently.
I'm just here. It's like
Did I look at somebody else?
No, I think when
go ahead.
you're thinking, you kind of look a little down.
Who thinks and looks straight? That's weird. That's fucking creepy. You're supposed to look down when you're getting your thoughts together. Well, who do you ever...
I'm just a messenger.
Yeah, who have you ever seen get their thoughts together and make eye contact? Shit, now that you say that, let me think about it. Hey man, don't look at me and think about it. Look off, man. Go ahead. There is humor in everything if you choose to find it. You know, I was like 9 or 10 years old. I remember we had a family reunion. We decided to do an impromptu impression of my aunts and uncles. We had some aunts and uncles that had some size on them. Put a bunch of balloons like in our clothes. We really like started to act out the mannerisms of my Aunt Patsy, my Aunt May, my Uncle Albert, Uncle Richard Jr., and the family was rolling. Everybody was laughing. And early on, that was like a stage. It wasn't a stage, but it was a stage. It's easy to close your eyes on the idea of humor and say, wait a minute, that's not funny. I mean, I can go to my mother's funeral where I found humor. I can go to my father's funeral where I found humor. Not about the death, but about the things that surrounded it, the environment that was created after, the conversations that I was a part of and the things that I heard. Like, in your darkest moments, you gotta find the light. And it starts with yourself. If you take yourself too serious, then that's the biggest problem. Find humor and laughing at yourself and the things that you do that can possibly make other people laugh. And I think when you can start there by breaking yourself down, it's easier to understand how everything else can be broken down as well. Humor exists for a reason. Find a laugh. If you can find a laugh, you'll find ease. Laugh at everything. We just need a second because my shirt's gapping because the size of my chest.
What are we doing?
It's a fucking workout. Huh? You can't teach funny. You can teach people how to tell a joke. You can teach people the idea behind the attempt. But you can't teach naturally funny. But you do have the tool of personality. You do have the tool of charisma or understanding or simple cadences that are to your advantage and maybe not others. Just understanding how to read a room, how to work a room, how to understand the world of relationships, how to understand how every opportunity can be the opportunity of a lifetime if you treat it as such, how to not overlook the small moments because those can become the biggest moments. It's just having a different POV and approach to all things in life. It's not just about the idea of funny. It's so much more depth to what I was able to take the concept of funny and attach it to. So funny or not, this can be a masterclass for you. Okay, so here's the class blueprint. I'm going to be giving you guys the keys to the kingdom here as I teach you the system that I used to achieve success in my life and also leave impact on my everyday. The secret is simple, it's humor. How I discovered the power of humor as a kid in Philadelphia, why it's important to find humor everywhere you go, and how I adapted my system behind my stand-up to every single aspect of my life. I'm also going to talk to you about how you can own any opportunity that you come across by simply reading the room, breaking the ice, using body language, and more. So with that being said, are you ready to get started? I thought so. Well, let's go. Did I ever use comedy to overcome fear or as a mechanism for survival? Yes. I don't choose violence, and I never have. The tool or the weapon of comedy, it was a safe place. It was something that kept me out of the streets and out of the street wars or beefs or problems. Everybody associated Kevin Hart as the cool, funny guy from 15th and Erie. Kev funny as hell. Kev is good energy. Oh my God, man. Kev had us laughing. When Kev comes around, man, it's so much fun. That's it. I didn't want to do anything other than that. What I think the humor does is soften whoever's on the other side of the conversation to possibly talk to you more. The idea of getting out of trouble or conflict with the laugh was one that the conflict never really existed. Come on, man, we ain't about to fight. What are we fighting for? What are we arguing for? Come on, don't give me no F, please. Before you grade that paper, can I talk to you? Let me explain why. Those natural things of just moments to grab attention or to raise a different alert and a different level of awareness is just what I was good at. That's what I was blessed with. When times like they present themselves where, you know, I got in fights, I was the guy that would go back and make things right after the fight, apologize, and, you know, can we move forward or can we go on and be friends? Like, I was that guy. Always had that. Nobody had a problem with me coming over or hanging out or chilling. And it's because of the energy, the good energy. I didn't want the bad energy. And I didn't like seeing people not get along. So I was also like the diffuser of problem and turmoil in my neighborhood, in my school, on the school bus. And because of that, I truly do understand, like, laughter is the root around the dumb shit.
People are too crazy to be fighting everybody, man. People are losing their minds now to be fighting everybody. And I'm sorry, I'm not a hostile person. I'm friendly, and I'll admit it. I don't like to fight. I'm a friend. I'm your friend, all right? Don't you take nothing out on me.
Position your place in an environment where you can become sharp based off of the iron that you're around. We are an independent studio. Let me say it again. We are an independent studio. This conversation is happening today because the entire company comes in tomorrow, but today we broke it up because we wanted our leaders to be here first, our team leaders. And my conversation with my team leaders is just a little different because I want to make sure that we all are grasping the concept of leadership at the highest level. The only way we get to the sun is with people that want it more than me and people that understand the value in the win more than me. If you position yourself in an environment where nobody's doing nothing, you're not going to do anything. you're going to get just as comfortable with the people that you're around. But if you're around a bunch of movers, and you're around a bunch of people that are trying to get, then that means you're around a bunch of minds that are active. So if any and everybody has a want at any time in an active environment, there's a suggestion of how you can do or what you should do. Today is a great day. I'm embraced by two legends, man. Get my hand and a foot imprint here on Highland Boulevard. 2019, underneath Kevin. We're gonna do the heart. After that, handprints.
You don't get here by yourself. It's through friendship, it's through partnership, it's through admiration and respect. And I'll be damned if I don't have all those things for everybody that's in this room. I truly do love you. Thank you all. I appreciate you so much.
At community college, you know, my mom was like, you got to figure it out. You got to go get a job. Like, you're out of high school, so you're going to need your own money. You go out there and find a job. So I applied at this place called City Sports in Philadelphia. It was like a high-end sporting goods store in downtown Philadelphia. And I remember Alice. I talk about Alice all the time. She was like, Kev, you funny as hell. I feel like you should just be doing more than just being funny here. Like, you should try stand-up. You should do the amateur night at the comedy club. Alice threw me my first curveball. And that first curveball was, I think you're really good at this. You should do this. And that was so different because it was something I never heard. I embraced it. This is how shit starts to unfold. My environment with City Sports was active. On the floor, we working every day. Kev, you know what you should do? You funny, you should try comedy. That came from an active environment. That came from being around a group of people that were working to do something. Some of those people were in school. They were working while they were in school. Some of those people were in law school. Some of those people were in medical school. That job was serving as a moment in time to help them get to the next space. All for different reasons. We didn't know it at the time, but iron was sharpening iron.
Everybody want to be tough. Security guards overdoing their damn job. They don't even have flashlights no more. You know, they just got the badges now. A damn security guard was a Kentucky Fried Chicken, y'all. What the hell? He mad because they ain't eating their chicken in the box. Hey, put the chicken in the box and go. In the box and go. That's the security guard trying to rough somebody. But he can't, they don't really respect him that much.
I realized the through line through real laughter was being real honest. Keith Robinson basically watched me perform one night.
As you've seen tonight, damn good comedy. Except for Kev's musical bits, damn good comedy. That's what we do.
You had a musical bit.
I got rid of it.
And after watching me perform, he said, man, you're funny. But he's the one that told me like that you're not talking about shit. You're not saying anything. He says everybody feels like they can walk up to a comedian and give him a handshake or a high five because they feel closer to comedians that are at a high level because they know everything about them. That's your goal as a comic.
I have no luck, man. That's why I don't try to be tough. I got robbed by a cross-eyed. I didn't know he was robbing me. He come to me, give it up. You insulting me. Saw me looking at you. Hate this stuff. You gonna hit me because you cross-eyed.
Shh. That's me ripping paper out my comedy book. Shh. 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 I'm a really good actor. Just throwing that out there. Shh. I gotta start over.
Hold up, let me run it back.
How do you make everybody want to high five you or give you a hug? They gotta know that your personality matches theirs when they meet you in order to do that. One day I got on stage and I just started talking about what I did like that week. And then it clicked. Be honest. Go on stage and like really talk about my life. Be honest. Talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. What's wrong with that? Like, talk about that. And I did it and it started to work.
There's nothing worse than being a man that messed up in the past and you trying to correct yourself, but your woman keep bringing the past up. So now every time you tell the truth, it sounds like you're lying, and when you're lying, it sounds like you're telling the truth. I'm saying, it's at the point in my relationship where I'm afraid for my wife to hear me have fun. I be trying to shut fun down. Like, when she not around and she call me, I get mad at my friend. Shut the fuck up. Everybody, shut up. Look, put your seatbelts on. Buckle up. Put your seatbelt on. I don't know where she is. Look safe. Any man that doesn't have pockets don't care about life. You ever go a day without pockets? Think about how important your pockets are. That means you don't care about change, receipts, your wallet. You don't care. You don't believe me? Try to get a man that don't have pockets to wear pockets. Watch how mad he get. I tried to get my dad to wear pockets one time. We was going to church. I was like, Dad, come on, man, we're going to church. Put some pants with pockets on. He's like, what the fuck I need pockets for? She took everything. All right. All right. Dad, you can use my pockets, Dad. And this is just so y'all can see that what I tell is the truth. I really appreciate the love and support. And continue, y'all. It's really going good for me right now. And I really genuinely appreciate the support. Once again, my name's Kevin Hart. I love y'all. Take it easy. The dopest thing about this show, look at the little ones. I got my little minions with me, man. Yo, you on your phone out there? They'll kick you out.
Bro, I wish you here.
I'm gonna get you kicked out. You can't do this. That's my dad. That's my father. You can't do this to me. He is my dad.
I am your
Really? Oh, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Your head's gonna roll, sir.
The difference between joke telling and storytelling, a joke is like, what did the cat say to the dog? Douche. Storytelling is different. I prefer storytelling. I prefer implementing joke-like structure in stories. The reason why is because stories, they gotta come from a real place. And if you can put the world of punchlines through the course of a story, game over. That's what I figured out. That's part of the code that I cracked. I'm not a joke teller, I'm a storyteller. My stories gonna have a beginning, middle, and an end, just like a joke. But my story can be the length of my set. So my story is gonna take an hour. But in between that hour, I'll put a little joke at the top in the story. I'll then take that joke, segue it into another story in my story that's basically highlighting the overall story. I just use the template of one big story and then position all these other little things inside of it. The mass idea of making an audience laugh for an hour is the big part. Oh, that's a long time. An hour of laughter, nonstop? How the fuck am I gonna do that? That's a long time. That's here. I would say my idea compressed it to being here. I'm going to be able to better navigate in this hour by saying my story is going to start with me now turning 40. And my whole set is about the trials and tribulations of Kevin Hart as a 40-year-old. Okay, that's my foundation. That's my story. Now, what all has happened since I've been 40? Oh, that happened. Oh, I did that. Oh, this. And then my kids didn't respect me. And then me and my grandparents got closer. But after we got closer, then after that, I found out that the things that my kids said was true. Call back. Well, now that I called that back, well, now me and my wife, well, we're now doing activities that 40-year-olds do, but not the ones that the older people do, because there's tiers to it. Okay, whatever it is, I'm in the foundation of age. I stayed in this thing, in this nucleus. How do I dismount? Well, I'm 40, but I'm not 50. 40s ain't 50s, and when I get to be 50, holy shit, that means what? Regardless of where it is and where I go, I create a nucleus and I stay in it. If you are a student of comedy, I would challenge you to go back, watch any of my sets, and you'll be able to see how every single set has shaped itself into one big story. I feel like the elements of stand-up are relatable to so many other aspects of life, right? Like in stand-up, I'm talking to you now about storytelling and how to tell a story, you have a beginning, middle, and an end. Corporate presentation, where you are presenting on behalf of, there's a beginning, middle, and an end. In the space of business, entrepreneurship, whatever, the reason for the beginning, the middle, and the end, there's the introduction. There's the moment where we feel like we got your attention. And now that we got your attention, here's the sell. And here's why you need. Introducing there's always a beginning, middle, and an end. If you can break these tiers down in a manner of understanding that allows you to navigate correctly in any space that you're in. You got your opener.
I know you guys are probably tired, yeah? Probably use a little energy boost, right? Yeah? A little pick-me-up. Well, guess what? Guess what? You're lucky because I've got you covered, okay?
You got your middle.
I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm growing. We are going to make a real difference by empowering a healthy lifestyle for every lifestyle.
You got your closer.
Vita Hustle by Kevin Hart is here. Okay?
If you can understand that, I promise you'll simplify a lot of the things that you're positioning yourself for, right? You're simplifying and breaking down concepts that are viewed to be so large. You're taking this mass idea from here and you're bringing it here. That's what I did for stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedy allowed me to basically speak on any platform, in any room, any environment, right?
I don't speak to speak. I speak because I feel like I know what I'm talking about at this point. And I don't lie. Everything that I said, I've done. And I'm about giving opportunities, and I'm about making stars. You guys are fucking stars. You guys are the future.
There's no level of discomfort that I have ever had because of my stand-up comedy background. Because of the idea of making people laugh and taking the chance on giving jokes that you may receive or not receive, and me being okay with that gamble night in and night out, I built up a confidence that just grew and grew and grew, right? And the idea of humor attached to my words, the idea of ha 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 attached to what I say, ultimately gave me a relaxed feel.
Hey guys, getting a note from the back. Can we fix Kev's hair?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
John, name how many projects you've had to do this for, John. One. Let's go. Let's go. Kev?
All right, team, still.
His hair? Okay.
Still rolling, right? Here we go.
The term breaking the ice is so funny to me because that means that you feel it is ice there. It doesn't have to be ice there. So my biggest question to people that feel like, okay, what do I do to break the ice? What do I do to immediately soften it up or start off well? Sometimes the assumption is the problem. I would say remove the assumption of there being ice at times. Remove the assumption that there are things that need to be broken. I think sometimes when you do that, you're walking in with a different expectation and a different understanding of what could be. Sometimes it's the mental thought that everything is going to be tough. It's the mental thought that the room is going to be cold or that these people don't like me or might not like me. It's the mental thought. I would say take that mental thought and work on reversing it. Work on reversing it and feeling like there is no ice. There is no cold temperature. You never hear anybody say, man, I hope the room is like, it's probably a warm room in there. You know, it's warm in there. You don't hear that. It's always the assumption of bad and negative. I really do focus on doing the opposite. I'm an extreme positive thinker. I remember one of the things that I used to do in going in a room for cold auditions was addressing the obvious. Okay, you're my camera lady. You got to be my friend. If me and you work together, this has to look good. This too close? Am I too close? I am. Let me back up. Just to get a laugh, just to get something that's a little more a relaxed tone, release the tension out of a room. And sometimes the easiest way to release that tension is just with a little tidbit of humor.
By the way, if anybody wants to do a last longer bathroom bet, I'll bet $2 million right now that Kathy can hold her bladder longer than anybody in this fucking room. Do you guys want to tape this down on the inside a little more? I'm sorry, Rob. I'm getting a little nervous, buddy.
When it comes to reading a room, I think the biggest and best thing is posture, right? A person's posture tells a lot about that person. You have relaxed posture. Of course, you have tense posture. For me, I'm big on the shoulders dropping. The concept of shoulders dropping to me is just one of these. Forward posture is always one of just, in my opinion, one of a person being engaged. The laid back control, laid cross, hands over the knee, is a little more contained, a little more observant. And that's straight up posture, right? It's probably telling you a lot about that person. It takes a lot to do this and really hold it and contain that. That's a person that's really focused and concentrating to a certain regard, because you can't just do this and naturally do it. You've worked on this. You've worked to keep your posture as straight as possible. That's a practicing trait. So in me, it's in breaking down that immediately. And you can point it out.
Real Hustle of Hollywood, we doing something special for y'all.
Is it just me or does it stink in her? What are you doing, man? What are you doing, brother? Come on, man. God damn it, we're trying to make people excited about the show.
I just wish I was smarter, man. I was dumb. I can admit it. I don't care. Think what you want to think. Not that many people are honest with themselves. I was dumb. I was. There. I said it. So what?
Dumb it down for me. I'm big on that. I love the idea of dumbing it down. I'm calling you smart. You're not the problem. I'm the problem. So me calling you smart, I've celebrated you and your wit and your straightforwardness. I'm asking you to dumb it down so that I can get a stronger intake of what you're saying. And I can better receive it. Because I can't receive it that way, I just don't understand it. I think that's very easy. Simplify it for me. I don't understand it. I do that today. There's a lot that I don't understand. I've been to some of the biggest meetings ever. People get to talking all that corporate stuff and get to talking to you about all the schematics and reasons and the behinds and the organization of the structure and the infrastructure. Hey. Use words that I understand. One more time for the people in the back. Simplify it for me. I don't know what that means. I've stopped meetings. Sometimes they laugh, sometimes they look as if I'm playing. I'm dead serious. I don't know what that means. Or I'll Google it in real time. Okay, wait. That word meant, okay, I got it. Everybody's not brilliant. Everybody can't be brilliant. So to expect everybody to be what you are on the same page as you are, that's not fair. It's okay to be true, honest, and expressive in your place and space of doubt.
It sounds like self-deprecation is like a big part of that. I don't know if you call it like dumb or humility. Like, when did you realize?
Did you just call me dumb?
No, you said plain dumb.
No, but you see I did that? See, I broke it up. See, I just broke that up? See? Broke it up. Now you got the laugh. I just gave you an example of what I was talking about in real time. I think that's where I find a lot of success is getting people to drop their shoulders and be comfortable. a lot of people, don't understand the power of movement while talking. I'm somebody that really understands the power of movement, hand gestures, the attention that I'm able to grab while talking because of what I'm doing with my hands is strong. Whether it's a crowd of 5 people to 20,000 people, my points make it feel like you're a part of what I'm talking about. When I'm going and I'm saying you, well, it's a crowd of people, but I'm pointing. Whoever I connected with, or whoever felt that point was directed to them, it resonates differently. Whether it's all, whether it's us, it doesn't matter. You have to make sure that you have a balance. My biggest advice to anybody giving any type of speech or preparing to give any type of speech, your speech has to have levels. My hand movements, my voice, when I choose to elevate my voice versus when I get a little softer. If everything sounds the same, then it's just gonna be one note. Put levels in your performance. So in all of my speeches, serious, lighthearted, or just business-like, they all have levels of a performance to a certain degree. So when I walk off and I say thank you, and my ending, it's almost like the conclusion to all that I've said. It's deserving of a round of applause or something because I just performed. So in your mind, treat it like a performance, any speech.
Does that look like something I'd wear?
I got something. You need a baby heel.
And that looks like me.
So going back to my days selling shoes at City Sports, there's a lot that I learned about using humor. So when it came to selling a shoe, right? The idea of adding humor to my portfolio was immediate. I can add humor to my sell. I can probably sell more. By the way, we're making commission off of what we sell, how many we sell. So if I sell more, well, I'm incentivized. Like if I can sell more, I'm going to get a bonus. Well, let me make sure that I go to the table and do the thing that I know I do very well. That's going to help me sell. So embedding humor into the world of purchase, it was dope. My biggest thing was asking somebody about their foot. Do you supinate or pronate? Because I wanted people to know that I understood what I was talking about. Right? If you supinate, what do? Your foot rolls inward, outward, because that means we got to find a perfect shoe for you. So if it was an older person, I would say, you look fast. That was my go-to. I'll call every old person fast. I know you fast. So that means we got to find you a fast shoe. Let me see your foot. Oh, yeah. Oh, you running. No, you moving. What you running about 50 miles per hour, 35, 45 miles? Oh, get out of here. Oh, get it. That was all fun. Broke the ice. Now after I break the ice, let me suggest the right shoes for you. Once again, I want you to know that I'm equipped for the sell. I know what I'm talking about. Here's our top sellers, but let me tell you why. Break it down. Boom, 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 boom. This one here is condensed DVA. This one is polyurethane. Here's like a little hexagon. This one Reebok was doing that little cool stuff. But this shoe hasn't moved, but I will tell you there's a shoe that has moved. Bow, 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 bow. This is when the Air Maxes was going on. But me preferably, if you're running long distance, I would go with something a little softer. You want that heel protection, that heel to forefoot. That's where you get your best run. So when the personality started working, I started racking up these commissions, these bonuses, it then became a thing where it was a game. And the game was, hey, you better get your customer before Cav get it. If you got a good customer, don't let Cav get to him. And it was a thing. It was a real thing because I started to take pride in saying, like, if they come to me, I'm not allowing people to leave without a shoe. My job is to make sure they get a shoe, especially if they have a want for a shoe. I'm going to make sure they leave with a shoe. I refuse to have somebody try on 12 sneakers and walk out the store. We used to get upset at that. Don't you run me up and down the damn steps and have me get all these sneakers. So instead of just doing that, I would tell people, now you know this is my 5th time being up these steps. You're going to walk out of here with a pair of sneakers because look at my knees. My knees are shaking. They would laugh. It would be fun. I found a lighthearted approach to the world of customer service. And it worked. Once again, you got to be okay with talking to people. You guys can do like selfies real quick.
Thank you.
I mean, listen, we're out here to network. We're out here to embark on new relationships, new opportunities. You tell me that I'm blowing it, just tell me that.
Okay.
And it happens through great conversation, great alignment. Literally, the heartbeat unit is on the ground. We're very active in how we're engaging. So the start to something beautiful. Stay tuned. I think one of my lowest moments probably was I would call it a moment of being a follower. I think my biggest moment of being a follower is it was our senior year, and I remember the senior class, like they were making this decision to cut school, and we were all gonna go to Great Adventure. We were like, all right, dope. But on this day, my SATs were scheduled. I was supposed to take my SATs. I didn't want to miss the damn Great Adventure. This is like the best thing ever. We're going to the amusement park. So I went in there to take my SATs, and I did Abacadabra. ABACADA. All the way down the paper. ABACADA. 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 Abacadabra. It's magic. I'm going to pass this magically. It's a magic trick. I'll be fine. I swear that was my logic, and I was dead serious. I believed that magically I was going to pass this SAT. We have the best time in Great Adventure. So much fun. Later in the school year, we're in the lunchroom, and my friends are like opening up their letters. They got like college acceptance letters, and they're all celebrating, like, oh my God, you going to Villanova? No, I'm going to Temple. I'm going to Drexel. Oh my God, no, we staying in Philly, but where you going? LaSalle. They all had letters. Everybody had college letters. Everybody got accepted somewhere. Everybody knew what they were doing the following year. My dumbass was the only one in that group that did not have a letter. Hand to God. Hand to God. One of the worst feelings that I've ever had, because the assumption was that we all the same. I thought we all was. How did y'all take y'all SAT so fast? I thought we all had to do Abacadabra to get up out of there. When did you take your SAT? Oh, we planned ours early on. We took ours through the first cycle. We got ours out the way. I been took my SAT. Yeah, me too. Yeah, what'd you get? Oh man, I got a 990. I got a 1005. But everybody's got these amazing scores. I'm sitting there with like a 555. I think you get 400 for your name being on the paper. So not only do I not have a college letter, I'm also the dummy that didn't even apply himself. I'm also the dummy that didn't even attempt to do the work to like register or apply. I got nothing. I think there's several versions of the Kevin that I'm now talking about that are out there now. And, you know, I think that this is why this information is so valuable, right? It's important to know the consequences of your actions in real time. It's not too late to ever turn things around. It's not too late to truly try your best to seize the moment and apply yourself within the moment. And there's no sense in being present if you're not going to be present. Why are you a comedian? Because I just want to, I guess, do it. Well, after acting, what do you want to do? I didn't have no answers. I didn't think about what was next. I didn't know. I'm here to give you the information. I'm here to tell you it's dope to think about the next stages. It's dope to put the plan together. It's dope to see the future before the future presents itself. It's dope to have the dream, because the dream will become a reality, but it's dope for you to put it down and vet it out properly. Because when you do have the answer to those questions, or the opportunities after, they could present themselves a lot quicker than you may have thought they would. But it's nothing worse than an opportunity coming that you're not prepared for. One of the biggest understandings that I have in life is attached to like the clear understanding of ambition. And my understanding of ambition comes from my mom, right? My mom was a motivated woman that wanted to constantly feed her brain with information. And the reason why she wanted to do it is because she felt like information was available. My mom went to college. She went to Drexel University, and she was also teaching at the University of Penn. But she was going to Drexel University on the side to get more degrees to better prepare herself either for more teaching like opportunities if they ever presented themselves. She never not wanted to be prepared. And she never not wanted to basically utilize the things that she felt were in front of her. So after each accomplishment, she created the road to the next one. She never stopped. And when I was younger, you know, me and my brother, we just didn't understand why mom was always in school and we kept going to these like graduation ceremonies. It was like, what is happening here? How many times mom gonna graduate? Like how many times we gotta watch mom put this damn hat on and then we gotta clap and we go to dinner afterwards, but it's just us. And later on, as we got older and we understood, it started to register differently, right? And you know, it's crazy the light bulbs that went off after my mom passed away. After she passed away, and now I'm living life and I'm an adult. Everything that my mom was doing, well, now I see it through a different lens. And the road to more and new, it comes with the concept of ambition. Like, what's your driving ambition? What's fueling you? What is it that's making you want to get up and do the thing that you do? And after doing the thing that you do, when you do get to a finish line in that thing, are you done? If you are, that's fine, because you set a goal and you achieve that goal. But if you're not done, then what's the next thing that gives you the same energy, if not more, to go and do something else? I'm big on that feeling. I love the feeling of waking up, having something to do. Today can be different from yesterday because I'm working on something else, or I'm still working to get to the thing that I've yet to achieve. I got more to do. I like that feeling. And I think that feeling is a massive driving component to any level of success, to any road to future success. You need that feeling. And it's a feeling that was learned, right? Like it's something that I developed as I got older. I did not have it out the gate. I was not ambitious in the things that my mom had me doing. It wasn't until I found the things that I loved that ambitious trait clicked in. Don't force the feeling because it's gonna happen. But understand, like as it's happening, for you to keep that feeling going and keep it consistent, you're gonna have to always have the idea of what you're doing and what's after. It's like a consistent thing, right? Like you're always going one foot in front of the other. That's what my ambition does for me. Oh shit! Holy shit! This is it, man. This is it, baby. You gotta take a second to look at this shit. This is it. This is where I'm fucking performing. God damn.
Where's the
God damn.
Hey, you know what?
God damn. Mama, I made it. That's all you can say. Mama, I made it. I don't like ostriches. You gotta be me, Henry. Here we go.
Right now I have a raccoon problem, people. This raccoon's a bitch.
What the is that? The beauty of failure, once again, is that it's just a moment. It's not the end. Fear only exists until you make a decision to like overcome it. There's no problem with the idea of failure. Like That's okay. Nobody wants to fail, but it's not bad. It just sets you up to do it better or do something else. Like that's literally what the result of failure is. Failure doesn't mean it's over and life stops. Failure means at this moment, in this particular time, you didn't pass this thing. You can either retry and do it again and then pass, or you could partake in something else and possibly pass in that. It's the world of like, I don't know, or I haven't done it yet because it might not be what I think it is. Or what if I fail? Like all of those thoughts, all of those things are so human, are so common. They're not wrong, but they're easy to overcome. My fear is not taking advantage, right? Sometimes you got to put yourself in the pit of it. Sometimes you just got to throw yourself in the shit. In an environment where I've had to put myself against the fear, I was able to use that to basically create a better scene or a better moment or a better reaction. I've always had to step up to the plate and do the thing that I didn't want to do. And in doing it, the best return presented itself. Use it. Put it in your back pocket. Let that be your gasoline to your car. How do I do it? How do I just do that? Did you hear that?
Let me run it back just to be sure.
Did you see how I did that? Let it be the gasoline to your car, meaning let it make you go. Did you guys get that?
No.
Fuck it, then.
All right.
Am I surprised that humor has played such a big through line in my life? No. No. I'm not surprised or shocked at all. What I am most blown away by is how humor has acted as the master key to every door that I went through. That's the most mind-blowing thing. I remember one time Ray Romano had came into a comedy club. It was like, he's like the funniest dad on television right now. I mean, he was amazing on television. I get to see Ray Romano in a comedy club. He was working on a comedy set, but he was doing material that he would later embed into his TV show. Ray Romano's television show was ultimately a reflection of his stand-up comedy. Now you're in a space of gold because now the realization is not just what you're saying, it's how what you're saying can be built. It's showing you the expansion. It's showing you how one thing can set up another. There's a power to planting the idea seed. And it's crazy how life works because these early seeds that you plant have a crazy way of blossoming at times when you like least expect it. And the synergy that you find in these moments are mind-blowing and life-changing at the same time. For example, me really like wanting to work for Nike early in my life when I was at City Sports and wanting to be in charge of how their product was displayed or portrayed in their stores in whatever coast. Having that job, it seemed to be the biggest and best job ever. That would be so dope if that's what I did. I would love that job. And of course, life lifed. And I ended up pursuing the road of stand-up comedy. And in pursuing the road of stand-up comedy, I somehow found myself in the space and place of health, wellness, and fitness. And in being in fitness and running, I found myself inspiring other people to come out and take runs with me, which ultimately got the attention of brands. And after meeting with several brands, Nike decided to take on a partnership with me at that time where Run with Hart was like this big activation that went on for years, went on for a couple years. And I had a training shoe and a running shoe. Like, holy shit. I'm working with Nike.
I'm the first actor entertainer to ever get a cross-training shoe because that's what I do.
I'm like a face of the brand that I wanted to be attached to early on in my life. Somehow it's come full circle. And in that moment of realization, it's one of going, you just don't know where life is going to take you. For example, I eventually built my own media and entertainment company called Heartbeat. I'm inspired by Oprah Winfrey. I'm inspired by what she has built and what she has become. That same seed that I planted earlier on popped back up. And now I find myself running Heartbeat out of Oprah Winfrey's old office. By being inspired, you can only hope to do things or achieve things in the same space. It's kind of crazy because you don't expect it. But then I'll be damned if I don't walk around here and at times I just laugh to myself and I say in my head, Oprah was in this bitch. It's just a little personal joke for me. But there's power in your words. And there's power in what you say and what you believe. So what I would say is that you have to be delusional with your dream. Be confident within your dream. You have to believe in your dream. If you don't believe in your dream, it doesn't matter what anybody else does. And looking for the approval of others for your dream or in your dream, it's never going to match. It's never going to match because nobody sees or feels what you feel. So what you believe, it's cliche, but it's ultimately what you're trying to achieve. I strongly believe in that.
We all came under the same roof and we laughed tonight. If you can laugh together, you can live together. If you can live together, you can love together. I live by those rules, and I'll be damned if I didn't see that shit happen tonight.
I would say humor has made me an effective leader. And it's also allowed me to amplify those around me in a manner where I feel some possibly can't. Because it's all done from just a place of delegation and delegation only. The relationships that I've built and that I now have established, well, they've gotten stronger because of the bond attached to the lighthearted laugh that we're able to share more consistently than others I feel can.
Don't walk out of here, what the fuck, Kev? Jesus Christ. Like, let's be adults and let's talk. If you got questions, ask your questions. It's fine. I'm talking to my partners right now. So be my partner and talk to me. And don't tim it up right now. I'm very big on I do what I say I'm going to do. And I do not say what I can't do. Point blank. If I say it, I'm going to do it. If I can't do it, I'm going to die trying. I will humbly say in front of you today, I cannot do this without you. I mean that wholeheartedly. I can't do it. I can't talk and do this to the team of all and then walk away and expect the team of all to hear and do. Like, I need you.
Live, love, laugh. I feel like in order to live together, you got to be able to laugh together. And if you can do both those things, ultimately you can love one another. Those are the 3 L's that I live by. It's not groundbreaking information. It's simple. The most profound, results come from the simplification of something like so little. So live, love, laugh. That it really does hold true to any environment, any atmosphere that you're in. People need to feel like they can be around. People should want to be around the thing that they're working on behalf of. When people start to feel the opposite, that feeling, that is contagious. It spreads. That negative energy spreads. So I'm one that believes in amplifying the idea of the positive energy, the positive feeling. And it starts from the top. So for me, humor is the most effective tool. Spreading that contagious feeling of love and laughter through my hallways is how I've been able to get the best result and the best return in work. And I can honestly say in people.
Dude, we are at our first Hart House store.
What do you want? Go throw the hat on? Throw the hat on?
We're here in Los Angeles, and it's exciting times.
Is this more Hart House professional?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is long overdue. So the team from top to bottom has worked tirelessly on achieving all the goals at hand. And it's crazy when you start to see us in those final stages.
Hey, what's up, Chip? I didn't see you,
How are
man.
you? Good to see you. It doesn't happen by yourself. It happens with people that believe in the vision, understand the vision, help you in executing the vision. Now I'm going to make it some of that too. So I can leave the stand.
Yeah, let me know.
Hart House is going to be an amazing brand.
Fuck yeah, we nailed it, Art. Next setup.
This is a moment between us that should spark dope moments for you. It's not about me, it's for you. I didn't have information. I didn't have a cheat sheet. I didn't have that resource. I didn't have the person with experience that was willing to talk to me. And my conversation with you, it's one where I want you to just have an understanding and a mindset that better prepares you for whatever it is that you're trying to do. And the simplification is one of confidence, inspiration, and motivation. And a feeling that you can go and achieve the things that you really want to do. But you have to be willing to do the work. You got to be willing to be accountable. You got to be willing to be uncomfortable to get comfortable. You got to be willing to be scared. You got to be willing to go into the rooms that people don't want to go into. And you got to be willing to deal with the word no for a period of time, because the yeses will come. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? And after discovering or answering the question of what you want to do, why? Ask yourself why. Why do you want to do that? And after you answer the questions of why you want to do it, well, then you say, what are you willing to do to achieve the thing that you said that you want to do, right? Well, answer these questions. Give yourself the blueprint, the personal blueprint. And after giving yourself the personal blueprint, are you willing to be accountable? Are you willing to get up every day and look at yourself in the mirror and call yourself out when you didn't do the thing that you said you were going to do? Are you willing to hold yourself accountable? That's the biggest problem, is accountability. Can you do that? And if you can, go, man, you ain't did shit you said you was going to do. A lot of people can't do this. A lot of people can't point at themselves. I do this. I thank God nobody sees me in the morning time, because there's a lot of times where I have conversations with myself. Most of the time they're in the gym. It's like, man, you said you were going to do this. You didn't do shit. And I put my hand right in my face, because that's me on the other side doing this to me. And I don't like that. This is annoying. Pointing or somebody putting their hand in my face, it annoys me. So the fact that I got to put my own finger in my face, that means that I'm annoyed with myself. There's nobody else there but me. Make you hold you accountable. Go out there and build something, do something. Do something. So at the end of the day, when they close the book on your story, your chapter has meant something. Well, that was damn good. That was damn good. And I don't know about you, but I'm inspired. I'm inspired to go and do what I basically felt I could, but now I know I can. See, it's all about what you know and what you don't know. And today I feel like I know more. A pig ain't gonna run if you don't give it feet. Think about it. Yeah, a volcano can't erupt if you don't make it hot. Boom. Huh? Come on now. Arms don't mean nothing if you don't have fingers to pick the stuff up. Make that make sense. I don't write the stuff, I just say it. A book is nothing if you don't have the correct order of pages. Shit. I blew it. I blew it. I had it. I blew it. All right.